Hello everyone, welcome to your reading for Wednesday, August 19th and Thursday, August 20th. So for Wednesday's reading, I'll be using 2 cards from the Magical Messages from the Fairies and 1 card from the Shokoli Tarot. And for Thursday's reading, I'll be using 2 cards from the Magical Times Empowerment deck and 1 card from the Shokoli Tarot. So I'll be using a total of 6 cards in this video. So let's start with Wednesday's reading. Your affirmation is, as I float on the ocean of life, I expertly handle stormy seas and enjoy calm, blissful weather. The universe guides me through it all. So let's go ahead and start with the first card from the Magical Messages from the Fairies, Pregnancy. The birth of a child brings great blessings to you and the world. So before anyone panics, the pregnancy card can have several different meanings. So let's start with the obvious meaning. This could indicate that you or someone you know could really want a child. You could be pregnant. This could be not necessarily a pregnancy that is happening right now. It could be a past pregnancy, or it could be that you have future children who are around you. And it doesn't have to be your biological children. This could mean that maybe you are working with children, or you're meant to work with children, or that children are a part of your life in some way. I've had this card come up to mean pets who ended up pregnant, a pregnant cat, for example. So it doesn't necessarily have to be you. It doesn't necessarily have to be a person. It could just be someone or someone around you, or maybe a pet. But this card also has a different meaning. And when I see the pregnancy card, it really reminds me of the Empress card from the Tarot, which is all about abundance, is all about new energy, and it's all about mothering and being nurturing. So in that sense, the pregnancy card could represent the fact that you really need to work on bringing some new energy into your life. And so I'm going to go ahead and show you the next 2 cards. Goodbye to the old, hello to the new. You've finished one part of your life, and now a new and even better part is beginning. And we also have the Queen of Pentacles. So just going back to the goodbye to the old, hello to the new, that really fits in well with what I was just saying about bringing in new energy. So this could be about you needing to say goodbye to some old unhealthy habits and just starting something new. This could be maybe that you need to start a new workout routine, that you need to start eating healthier, that you need to start exercising, or maybe you need to start looking for a new job, or maybe there are people in your life who no longer fit anymore. Maybe it's time to say goodbye to certain people. So this is a time to really examine your life and kind of figure out what is working for you and what is not working for you, and learn how to let go of that. And it's not necessarily going to be easy, but the middle card indicates that when you let go, you'll see that it is going to be for the best, because a new and even better part is beginning. That part of the card really caught my attention. And the Queen of Pentacles is someone who's very resourceful, she's very nurturing, and she's also very mothering. She's the ultimate super mom because she can hold down a full job, she can take care of the kids and her family, and she can also take care of her home. So this really relates well with the pregnancy card. Maybe if you're a mother, you're trying to figure out how to balance everything. And even if you're not a mother, even if you're someone who's just generally really busy with your life, this could indicate that in order to bring in this new energy, that you're going to have to learn how to juggle several things at once, that you're going to have to be flexible. And even if you're looking to start a new business and maybe you don't have a whole lot of money, maybe you don't have a lot of ideas, then the Queen of Pentacles tells you that you're going to have to be resourceful. You're going to have to think outside of the box and The Queen of Pentacles is the perfect person to do that because she's extremely resourceful and she has all the skills and the knowledge to accomplish what she wants to accomplish. So in order to bring these new things into your life, I feel like these cards are asking you to take on the characteristics of the Queen of Pentacles. But it is really clear that the main card that really sticks out to me is the fact that it is time to let go of the old and bring in some new energy. And you don't have to be afraid to let go. A lot of people have a difficult time saying goodbye to people, to things, especially when there's a certain comfort level there. But this is going to be the beginning of something new and wonderful for you. So go ahead and make those changes and bring in that new energy. I feel like this will lead to some beautiful new beginnings for a lot of you. Alright, so that concludes the reading for Wednesday. Let's go ahead and start Thursday's reading. Your affirmation is, I really value feeling good. I have a healthy mind and a healthy body to match. So I'll be using 2 cards from the Magical Times Empowerment deck, and I'll be using 1 card from the Tricoli Tarot. So let's start with the first card, Cycles. We're all becoming. Surrender to your changes. Release your fear. Trust this powerful process. So the Cycles card indicates that some of you are in the midst of change. Or this could be a change that has already happened and you're still really feeling that right now. But this card just wants you to know that change is a natural part of life. And instead of trying to resist these changes, instead of trying to control them, instead of trying to hold on what no longer fits into your life, this card is saying that you need to let go and trust that these changes are going to be for your highest good. Now this card is really interesting because we just had a card in the previous reading, Goodbye to the old, hello to the new. So I feel like this card definitely indicates that some of you are in the midst of some really powerful changes in life. And sometimes those changes can lead to growth, and sometimes the most difficult changes can lead to the most beautiful beginnings. So in order to bring in some new energy, in order to improve your life, sometimes it's necessary to say goodbye to certain things or certain people, and it's not a pleasant feeling. It's not pleasant because sometimes we develop deep emotional attachments to people. We develop emotional attachments to things and to situations, especially when it's something that's really comfortable to us. It's not necessarily easy to start something new and to say goodbye until the natural human response is to hold on to those things because they're so familiar to us. But in order to have a new beginning, in order to make a new start, these changes are necessary. So ask yourself, how are you handling these changes? Are you resisting them? Are you stressing? Are you worrying? If so, they're asking you to just surrender and trust that this is for your highest good, even if it doesn't feel like it. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the next 2 cards, the 5 of Cups from the Tricoli Tarot, and Dance. Find your heart's rhythm. Step lightly and swing with the melody. Close your eyes and let joy lead the way. So the 5 of Cups really does represent a loss of some kind. The 5 of Cups is about regret. It is about a loss. It is about emotional pain and disappointment. And it really does indicate that, and seeing the Cycles card, that a lot of you have been really suffering. Maybe you're still finding it difficult to get over an ex. Maybe you're finding it really hard to forgive someone. Maybe you're thinking back to the past when someone really disappointed you or let you down. Maybe you lost a job. Maybe you're going through a really difficult time with your health. Maybe you're missing a loved one. So whatever you're going through, the Five of Cups really represents the fact that, yes, you are experiencing a loss of some kind. But that loss is not as bad as it appears to be. In the traditional tarot, you would normally see 5 cups, and 3 of those cups have fallen over. But there are 2 cups that are remaining, and those cups are standing, and that represents the fact that while you have experienced a loss, there is still hope. Now, this card is different, but the tarot usually carries the same meaning. So you can see this girl being cuddled by a bird. So again, I feel like there's still hope while you're suffering, and you might not quite understand it. You might not be able to see the bigger picture, but I feel like there's definitely hope. And these changes that you are experiencing, yes, they might be scary. Yes, they might be difficult and painful, but some kind of way, this is going to lead to a lot of growth for you. This is going to bring in some new energy. This is going to bring about some much needed changes in your life, even if you cannot see it right now. And lastly is the Dance card. So I especially like this card because while a lot of you might be stressing, you might be worrying, this card is asking you to focus on happiness, to focus on bringing more joy into your life. The one thing about life is there are always going to be disappointments. There are always going to be obstacles. There are always going to be people who are going to let you down. You cannot control outside circumstances. You can only control how you react to those circumstances. So ask yourselves, how do you normally react under stressful situations? How do you normally react when someone lets you down, when someone angers you, when you're really afraid about what's going to happen in the future? The Dance card is just telling you that you are stressing too much, and you need to focus on surrounding yourself with people who love you, doing things that you enjoy, and just being a little stronger. Instead of allowing life to get you down, they want you to try something different instead of stressing and worrying. And it's so easy to do that. It's a normal human response. So don't beat yourself up if you are someone who stresses and who worries when things don't go your way. But that is life, and that is what the Cycles card wants to remind you of. If you have felt like things are not going well, then I feel like this cycle will eventually end and you will have a turn of good luck. So overall, I feel like these cards are just saying that you need to bring more joy into your life. Yes, I know that some of you might be suffering, but it is time to let go. And they just want you to have a little more strength and a little more faith in them, to know that they have your back, and also to realize that whatever you're going through, this is just one of the natural cycles of life, and it's not going to last forever. You may feel like the way that you're feeling now is the way that you're always going to feel. You may not see the light at the end of the tunnel, but I feel like if you can just hold on, some of you are so much closer than you think to being over whatever you're going through right now, to being in a better place emotionally, but they just need you to try to maintain a more positive attitude and just have a little more trust that you will get through this, to have a little more trust in yourself and in them. We're always stronger than we think we are. So I hope you all found this reading helpful. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll be back on Friday with another reading.